All right, so you can start the class now. I think you're up to 14. Good. Okay. Are you off my screen now? Hello.
Yes, yes, we can.
All right. So which view am I showing now? Which view am I showing? The report view. Okay, I'm on the report view now. I believe everybody can see this. This is your result from the last class, right? We have to
Yes,
talk.
ma.
Everybody
Yes,
must.
ma.
If I, you know what? I don't think it's okay. Today is the last class for like the teaching. Then tomorrow and Wednesday will be for a presentation. And the presentation is for, I gave us a project some weeks ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Then the project is what you're going to present. So individually, according to your IEP, that's what I'm going to do. So starting from tomorrow, and it will be part of our exam. Yes. Then, so tomorrow, if you know your ID phone, it's going probably 1 to 10. I don't really know if it's the same um students per day. But tomorrow we start the so we start with the what I offer then you choose a group leader. You choose a group leader to present for your group. Then other groups can ask questions from you. They can also ask questions. So for the project, for the group project, we choose a group leader to represent your group. And the group leader will be the one to present the project. So every one of you have to work hand in hand or hands must be on deck so that we can have a very good presentation. Okay? So that is that. Now we talked here in the last class, we did what's it called? Calculated measure and calculate function. So let's refresh our memory. Let's remind ourselves of the calculate function. So what is the calculate function used for? To anyone, the calculate function, what is it used? Anybody? I will start calling you. I should call our name. Okay. Let me start mm, from here. Okay, I have here the first person here is Adam. Very good. Okay, so Mr. Adam, what is calculate function? What is a calculate function? Hello, are you in class? Is the person in class or not? He's in class now because his name is missing. I can see him. Mr. Adam, so okay. Please, can we all hear me? Am I speaking to myself? Okay. Alright, so since Mr. Adams Abiodun is not responding, so the next person here, A. I'll jump from A, go to the last letter, which is L. So with Lady B, Lady B, what is a calculate function?
Ma, if
Pardon, you said what? Is it saying anything?
fat, ma, fat,
Hello?
fat,
I don't think I said that. Who heard what she said?
fat.
Fast. Okay, calculate something fast. Um, okay, so Lady B, mm, okay, there's only one letter L. So let's move to another alphabet. Mrs. Miriam, what's the calculate function? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure to the last question. She actually thinks the okay, so the next question, Mr. James, Sergeant Swega, what is the calculate function? Hello, this is the one. Mr. Joseph, okay, wow, very good. Thank you. I don't know why Mr. James doesn't like talking. Most of the time he types. Okay, no problem. So you said, okay, Miss Liam has answered. Very good. So it is like an if statement, if function in Excel. So if you say calculate, if you use equals calculate. So after the calculate, you must have a function, be it an aggregate function. So the calculate is a conditional statement. You know, if is a conditional statement, likewise calculate. So if is only in Excel, but calculate is used in Power BI. Okay, very good. So that is that about that. So please, if you have the question that I sent last week, please kindly anybody, does anybody still have the question? I didn't write down the question. My bad. I think we are left with two questions, right?
Ma, is it the last time question, ma?
Yes, yes, ma'am. The last one, the last class. In the last class, we did average sales, number of orders in 2020. We were supposed
Yes.
to do,
Uh,
okay, if you have it, you can paste it here and see so that I can see the question. Okay?
ma, the first question is, what is the average sales in 2018? The second question, which country have the highest sales in 2018?
So
The third, ma,
kindly hold on. I need to uh, share my screen. Okay, the second question is what? The first question is,
Which con the first question is what is the average sales in 2018?
okay, we've done that. The second question,
Which country have the highest sales in 2018?
which country has the highest sales?
Highest sales.
Okay. The third one, in
What is
2018.
the yes 2018 ma'am. And the third one,
Yeah.
what is the number of order in 2020?
Okay, we've done that.
Yes ma'am.
The first question,
What is the monthly sales trending in 2019?
what is the monthly sales trend? What is the
Yes, in
monthly
2019.
sales trend in 2019? Okay. Then the last one,
What is the average sales per order in 2018?
what is the average sales
Per
per,
order.
okay, is it okay, per order?
Per order.
In what? What year?
In 2018.
In 2018. Okay, so very good. Now, oh, no, 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 no. The individual presentation is, if you could remember, I sent out a data set and I tagged it as project. I said it for your project. I can't really remember the I can't really remember the, the name of that data set. I've forgotten what I said it is. But I sent it to us that this is the data set we'll be using for our project. So the one I sent to the US regional skills is for the group presentation, okay, in academic. So your question has been answered. All right, so let's go back to our work and continue and start further. Okay, so we solved two questions. The first one is the average sales in 2018 and the number of orders in 2020. Okay, if in last week I made mention of the, let me hold on, let me, let's edit our query and go back to Power Query editor. Okay, I want to show something before we continue to this class. So right click on the fact table. I believe you all know how to do that. Then edit query. All right. So everybody, please let's today's class will be more interactive than how it was last week. As it was so boring. Really boring. So talking about the art column, that we have the conditional column. I think we did the conditional column. The index column also we did that. The duplicate column, just like duplicate. Now, I want us to do custom column now. I should teach us this column before moving to what we have for today. So, if you check our table, you check our fact table, you'll see that we don't have what's it called, revenue. And most of the time, the last project, the project I sent was asked revenue, right? So I want us to increase our revenue because when we are working on sales trend, we use revenue most of the time for the sales trend. Okay? So now I want us to add revenue. And how do we get our revenue? Revenue is the quantity ordered multiplied by the price. Okay? So let's look for quantity ordered. Right. Okay. quantity ordered and the price. I'm trying to look for the quantity ordered. Okay, so this is quantity ordered and this is price each. Okay, so to get our what's it called, the revenue, you go to custom column because custom column is when you're using all the calculated function, like you want to calculate a particular um you want to calculate for a particular question, you use custom column, either sum, either count, either product, either average, or any other thing. But conditional column is just like using if, you understand? So let's say custom column now is more or less like the aggregate function. The conditional column is to create a conditional statement like if statement. Do you understand? So let's create a custom column. So in the custom column, I'm not sure you can see this dialog box. So let me show the entire screen. Please, if you have anything to say, kindly.
Sorry, now I don't know if it is on me. Are you still in Power BI?
Yes, I'm in Power Query now. Power Query editor.
I can't even see your screen again. It has been showing Power BI, the first screen that was shown before.
Okay, can you see my screen now? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So we have this. Let me go back. This is a Power Query editor. A Power Query editor. Anytime you see queries like this, anytime you see the applied cell, okay, you know that, oh, this is your Power Query editor. So now, I said we want to create a column for revenue, but even if Excel now, you just go to a particular column, then click on the cell, but now in Power BI, you'll be the one to create the column. So that is custom column because we are working on product. That's multiplication of the quantity and the price, the product. So let's do that. Custom column. Then we want to rename, it says new column name. So we want to rename the column as what? Revenue. As revenue. Okay. So now we come down here. I believe you can also do movement on that console. So you come down here and say custom column formula. So what formula are we working on now? Product, right? But you can't write product like that. It's not, I don't really advise you do that. So just go to your quantity order, click on it. Once you've clicked on it, then click on the insert. You selected the quantity order, then click on insert. So it has inserted the quantity order. Now you can put your multiplication sign. Okay? So quantity ordered multiplied by what? Price it. Insert. Okay? Please ask question if you have any question. Do not hesitate to ask your question. So to get our revenue now, we say what? Quantity ordered multiplied by price it. So we press okay. So we have our revenue here. Can you see that I've created a new column? So it has added a new column. So that is because I just wanted us to to do that of custom column. We've done conditional column, we've done index column, we've not done duplicate, but it's something that you can just duplicate. The column, for example, maybe you select a particular column. So it will give you, it will have a column based on the particular column you selected. So that's just that about that. So the product of the quantity ordered and the price is this was the revenue. So after then, we go to our home tab, then we close and apply. So can you all see my screen now? Is it showing? If people are not responding, no. Can we see my
Yes, it's
screen?
showing. Yes.
Okay. All right, no problem then. Thank you, sir. So now, please, before we start today's work, I want us to do the things we were supposed to do last week. We've done the custom column. Then we are going back to our table view. This is the table view. So let's go back to our date table. Everybody, from the table view, we move to the date table. So now, once we've created, I don't know if we did this when we created the table. I can't really remember, but you can do it as many times as possible. If you've done it once, it will show it has been done already. Okay? So once you've created your date table, there's something called sort by. Sort by. If you come to the home tab here, you'll see, or probably you just right click on it. I didn't in the journal, you see the sort by. Okay. So what do we do now? After we created the date table, after you have created the date table, we sort the date table. This is date table. And how do we do that? We sort the day name, just day name, by the day number. Where is the day number? There's the weekday. Okay? We sort this day name, that is the day, the name and the day, quarter name and quarter, the month name and the month, and then the year. Do you understand now? So that is how we do. So everybody, let's sort it. And why do we have to sort? We sort because there are times that when we work on a report view and we try to get a function, we try to work on a particular question that is related to this. It may not really count. Let's take for instance now, our weekday starts from 2, which is Monday. So that means Sunday is what? 1. And if Sunday is 1. But if we do not sort daily by the weekday, and we have a question that has to do with a month or day or year, it can start his own day on a Monday and name it as 1, like Monday being the first day. But if we sort this with the weekday, it's going to check our date table and give us correct answer. Okay, so let's do that. So how do we do that? You right click on hello. So once you selected the column, I've selected the day name column. So you see sort by column on the column tool. The column tool. So you see sort by column. Then you right click on it. What are we sorting it with? With the weekday. This is day name. So we want to sort with the weekday. Okay. So we sorted this one. We move to quarter also. We sort quarter. We sort quarter name with quarter. Has been sorted. We come to the month name also. We sort the month name with month, and we are good to go. Okay. So the year is just there. So let's go back to our report view now. If any question, can we start? Can we continue? Are we good to go?
Ma,
Proceed.
please, where do you get this date table from?
We created the date table last week. Were you not in class? Hello, were you not in class? We created the date table last week.
Tuesday last week.
Very good. So let's continue. So the question now, so the question says, which country has the highest sales in 2018? Which country has the highest sales in 2018? So to do that, I said we are not doing calculation now. We are just visualizing that there are some questions that you have to visualize to check the answer. Okay? So this is how we do it. So we go to our visuals. We check for the clustered bar chart. So we select the clustered bar chart to solve the second question, which is which country has the highest sales in 2018? Okay. So once we selected the particular chart we want to use, then we are good to go. We are good to go. Now, if you come here, you see y-axis, you see x-axis, you see legend, you see small multiples, and so on. Now, the question says sales, right? Which country has the highest sales? So if you drag your sales to the x-axis, let's do that now. Or you can select it, just select it. So it will come to the x-axis itself. But if you drag it to the y-axis, it's not going to count. Because we are working on sales. We are working on, so it's not giving us, it's not going to give the aggregate function, which is so. It's not going to come in the y-axis. But in the x-axis, it's going to come to correct the sales for us. So let's cancel this. So the x-axis is for the aggregate for some products, average, counts, and other ones. Now, the question says which country has the highest sales in 2018? Now, the next one would be what? Country, because we selected sales. So the next one is country, then we select a country, so it's country. So we have USA, Spain. Let's see if we drag it down. Very good. So that means we have a whole lot of them. But if you check now, you can see that USA has the highest here, but we've not filtered yet. It says what in 2018. So this is just for, I don't know, for the 3 years, because our data set is from 2018 to 2020, I guess. So for this, you can see some of sales by country. So USA is the highest, USA has the highest sales. But we want to check for a particular year. So if you check here, you see filters. You can see my cursor, right? Mr. Deyomo is yet has not been in class for some days now. Is he in class today? Hello, Mr. Deyomo, are you in class? He's not in class. Okay. So you check these filters now. You see text, you see filters on this visual. That is this particular visual. This sum of sales by country. We have country and we have sum of sales. If you want to add another one, you can add it there, but we are not adding anything here. So there's a particular place that you would add filter. So you come to, it says highest sales in 2018, and 2018 is order date. Is the order date of the fact table. The 2018 is under the order date, is the order date in the fact table. So this is our order date. These are order dates. So we select on this order date. So let's not select this order date. Let's go to our date table. Since we created a date table for it, So to those that do not have the date table, once you come to the other date and you click on it, it's going to give you the year, the month, and the day. But because it's created a date table, so let's use the date table now. I think the date table is here. Okay. So this is the date table. Then we select year. So this is it. But we are not working on the whole, what's it called? We are working on just a particular year, right? So we come to this year, we right click on it, please go to the year, you right click on it and go to add to filter. Okay? When you go to the add to filters, you see visual level filters, page level filters, and report level filters. But this is a visual. So what it to do, we want it to be visual level filter. So you select the visual level filter. Then you see advanced filtering. So what do we do now? We choose basic filtering. Okay. So for the basic filtering now, we select on the particular year. So it has reduced. If I uncheck it, you see the difference. Please let's see as I'm doing it. Initially, I didn't select anything. This is how it was. This is how it is now. Let's just look at it. We have USA, Spain, France, Australia, UK, Italy, Finland, and so on. Now, if you select 2018, it has reduced 0 million and 1 million. Let me unselect it. Now, if we check USA, without where we've not selected the particular year, it has like 3 million, what is between 2 million and 4 million. So let's say like 3.5 or 3 million. But when you select a particular year, which is 2018 that we are asked to look for, although it's not going to write 2018 year, but once you selected it, that's why it's called visual. Once you selected it, you are the one that would now rewrite this. You rewrite this as sum of sales by country in 2018. Okay, so let's select the year, which is 2018. So now it has 1 million. Sum of sales is USA has the sum of sales of 1,141,186. Do you understand now? So it's selected for 2020. Are they being in 2019 now? You select 2019. 2020, you select 2020. You understand? So we just want a particular year, which is 2018. Then we are done. Okay? So this is it. The sum of sales by country. So USA has the highest sales in 2018. Okay, so that is the first question. Are we good to go?
Proceed, please.
All right. So the first question, you've done the third question last week. The third question says number of orders. If you click on it, you'll see the formula. Let's come here. Let's go to our measure. In that time, you should always create a measure, number of orders. So once you click on it, you see the formula, which is calculate, 15, fast, and so on. Okay. Now, the first question is, what is the monthly sales trend in 2019? What is the word? Monthly sales trend in 2019. And sales trend, you use visual for sales trend. What visual do you use for sales trend?
Line.
Line chart, very good. So we use the line chart. So this is the line chart. Second row, the first column, the second row. Okay, so we select the line chart. So this is the line chart. Let me drag this. Yes. Now this is the line chart. And in the line chart, we also have X, Y, secondary, Y axis, and legend. Okay. So it says what is the monthly sales trend in 2019? The monthly sales trend in 2019. So in this X axis now, we drag month there, and our month is in the date table. Our month is under the date table. Should we drag the month name or just the month? Hello, let's
Month
go.
name, month name, month name.
Okay, very good. So we drag the month name, or let's not drag, let's see where it's going to. Okay, you see now, the month name
Let's
is,
just check it.
all right. So once you click on the month name, it's under the X axis, and that's why it's supposed to be on the norm, okay? Because we are working on sales. So the form, anyone that has calculation is going to be under the Y axis for this line chart. It's not like the column chart, the clustered bar chart that we used earlier. Okay. So the next one now is the sum of sales. Where it says what is the monthly sales trend in 2019. So we go to our fact table. Sales is located under the fact table. Then we look for fact, for sales rather. Then we select the sales. Now we can see the sales trend. Let me expand this. You see this. So this is the monthly sales trend. In January, this is it. January sales, we had 7,761,905 for February. So this is sales trend. Okay? So this is what sales trend. So we've gotten that. So it says for what? A particular year, right? In 2019. So you come back to your filter. Okay? And how do you go back to your filters? You go back to the year because it's based on year. The one we did earlier also, we right click on the year, then we added it to filter. Then here also, we right click on the month. The month is located under the date table. Under the date table. Okay, so let's use the month name also because we use the month name area. Okay, so say we are fitting for, is it month? No, year rather. You should have corrected me now that we are working on month, on year rather. It says the monthly sales trend in 2019. So starting, hold on, give me 2 seconds. All right, thank you all. I'm back. Okay, so the monthly sales trend in 2019. So this is the monthly sales trend for the whole year, but we want to filter for a particular year. So we go back to our date table, select the year, right click on it. Then anytime you are fitting in your visual, anytime you are fitting in your visual, you right click on it. You right click on it only when you're not using the filter. As it being in this question now, the average is the number of orders. You just use your DAX. I said you use DAX, and that's the data analysis expression. Okay. Now we have to filter. I said we add visual level filters to select the visual level filters. So if you let me see if you can undo. If you oh god, okay, has been undone. So if you select stage level filters, you know this is stage one. No, we are on page one. If you check your Power BI now, you know we are on page one. Eh?
Yes.
So if you create a new page, the visual is not going to work when you carry it to the new page. So that is stage level filter. Then report level. This is the report view, right? So it's only going to work for this report view. But if you select the visual level, that is anywhere this particular visual, which is the line chart, anywhere it goes, anywhere it meets itself, that filter is still going to be there. Okay, so that is the visual level filter. Then we click on visual level filter. Now I said it's not advanced filter. You are not filtering, you are not doing advanced filtering. You do what? Basic filtering. And what are we selecting? Which year is that? What year are we selecting? Are we working on?
2019.
2019. So we select 2019. Can you see the difference now? Can you see how the line changed? You know, initially, this is how it was. Yeah. I think, is it November? November has the highest sales, which is 2 million. 2 million. So if you select a particular year, which is 2019 that we are asked to look for, which is 2019, so you click on 2019, you can see now January has reduced. Let's see. Oh, November has reduced. Why now? Okay, so November is still the highest sales. November still has. So November still has the highest sales. So this we've answered 4 questions now. We've answered 4 questions. So we have one more question to go. And after the last question, I want us to use math. You know, in Excel we use math also. So I want us to use math here also. Now, when we do Excel, we have calculate, sorry, if and if. Now, check this question very well and listen. It says, what is the average sale per order in 2018? That means we check the average sales not just for a particular filter, but for 2 filters. Which are, we want to check it per order, that is the quantity ordered, and the year. So the average sales for the quantity ordered, then for a particular year. So how do we do that? Anybody who can explain how we can do that? I want someone to talk. Oh
Please,
yeah, oh, that's
excuse me.
what.
Can
Yes, sir.
I get those headings you called again? You said average of what?
What is the average sales per order? The average sales per order in 2018.
That is sales will come into play there. One, you have your
Okay,
total sales.
total sales of which particular year?
We are the subject equation is 2019, right?
2018.
Okay, 2018.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Total sales
Okay.
and total cost per each item.
For each item per order. Mm, okay, you try. You try. You try.
You said it's average, right?
Yes, average. The average sales.
Okay, so you said this total cost, total sales divide by 100, you get your average.
Oh, you are actually on the way. The fact that you were able to say total sales divided by. So this is how we're going
Okay,
to.
okay,
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 do
all
you
right.
have something?
No, no, no. Fine.
Okay, very good. I love that. Okay, anybody else?
Total
Anybody?
sales divided by total number of order.
Very good. That is what I want to hear. All right, so that's how we get our average sales per order. You know, it says sales per order. So the pie is like a slash. You know, when I don't know if a lot of us did economics or even in mathematics, we did speed. And anytime we are given a formula, let me not go to speed step. Or let me say 30 minutes, as if 60 seconds per minute. You see that pie is like it's a division. You understand? So when we are asked to find a particular question and it says per order, and you know that the year is just 2018. So what do? We just do the total sales in 2018 divided by the what total sales in 2018. For at it being, we have to find the average sales on 2019 per order in 2018. A lot of people can be let me not use the word crazy though with their questions. Like just curiosity, is it possible? Can we get the average sales in 2019 per the order in 2018? Is that even possible? I don't know. So let's solve this question now. So it says, so let's create a measure. Let's go back to our measure table. Right click on it, then new what? New measure. I explained all these things last week that when we are creating our date table, we use new column for a particular column we want to create. When we create other words, if you want to edit your query, then you go to the Power Query Editor, edit query. So let's create a new measure. Okay, so the new measure, the name will be what? Average sales per what? Per order. 2018, 2018, 2018 average sales per order. So 2018 average sales per order is equals, sorry, is equals to what? Now, at this time you are working on your Power Query Editor, you can use the division sign, just like the way I use the multiplication sign. But in this place, you use our constant. This is what divide. You know, we have sum, we have product, we have average. So we use what divide. Let me take it to the next line. I don't want it to be too long. So divide. So you can see the divide now. Divide what? So it says what will be at the numerator. The numerator will be what? The total sales. Then the denominator will be what? Total order. Do you understand now? Do you
Yes.
understand? Very
No,
good.
ma.
Okay, what's the usual?
Ma, please, can you start again how you did the measure?
to measure the person that asked this question. I'm very sure the person was not in class last week. Okay. Or when in class last week. Oh yeah. Okay, over. Okay, so to create a new measure, we've already created a measure table last week that all the questions we are going to be working on will be under this measure. I don't want it to be, oh, you create a measure under this column, you create another one under this column. No, under this table rather. So that's why I created a measure table. Let's just call it a table. And to create a new measure now, because it is a measure, so you use measure also. So you right click on it, on the table, the measure data, then let's call it data, yes, customer data, base table data, fact data, location data, and the measure data. Then we select the new measure, In this table, we selected new column because we created the date column in column. So in this measure now is what new measure. So once you click on the new measure, it's going to bring out, you go to the formula bar, you see measure equals. So we want to name it as, because the question, you name it as a question, 2018 average sales per order. So it's not equals to, you understand now? So I just clicked on shift and enter to move to the next slide because if I write the formula to the front, it's going to be too long. So I just click on shift enter. You can write any you can move to the next one, use that one. Is that okay with that? Okay, so now 18 average sales per order. So we use the function divide. So divide, what are we dividing? The numerator, like the word denominator. So the numerator is the word total sales. Total sales. You can see that we have total sales. And why do we have total sales? Because we solved this before. Do you understand? But now I want us to do something before we solve this. Let's what's it called? Let's solve for 2018 total sales and 2018 total order. Do you understand? That is sum. So we use what sum. Let's carry our card before we start that actually. Let's use our card. If you compare, I said we use card to view our output, to view the result of our output. Okay, so let's select the card. Okay. So this is the card. It has been selected now. So can you see? I'm moving the card already. So let's solve for 2018 total sales. And how do we do that? We go to our fact table. Then we select 2018, total sales. These are total sales. We select total sales. It is 10 million. We saw this before, but we want to filter for a particular year. You know, you can use calculate also since we are working on okay, for the sake of those that were not around, let's just use calculate so that I can use the opportunity to explain what calculate is all about. Okay, so new measure. So we name this measure now as 2018 total sales. 2018 total sales. So equals, now because we are fitting for a particular year under the order date table. Under the other date column rather. So we use calculate. So calculate what would be the formula, everyone? Calculate what? Hello? Are we lost? People are not responding now.
Calculate total sales though.
Okay. So this no one is talking. Calculate. Yeah, the question is 2018 total sales. The main question is what is the average sales? Let me see down the question. What's the average sales per order in 2018? So have we been we've gotten the total sales for 2018 and the total order in 2018? There's no point doing this again, but we've not done that. So that's why we have to do this. So because we are not fitting for a particular year, we use the calculate function. After then, you can now use the sum. Okay? Calculate the sum of what? That means most of us were not here. The people that were here except last
Total
week
sales.
were not.
Total sales,
Part sales is not total sales. Part sales. I said we use our table before the column. The table comes before the column, which is the fact. Sales is located under the fact table. This is not like Excel that you can say total sales. No. Power BI, you have to carry the table first before the. If you write sales now, sales, you're not going to see. If you write sales, it's going to bring fast sales for you because everything must be together. You understand? So let's select it. Calculate the sum of fast sales, then close your bracket. Calculate the sum of fast sales, comma. Then what are we filtering? Past year. Then past other days. Use the other days. That is, okay, we are going to put year. So to those that were not in class last week, I think a whole lot of us were not in class. How many people are in class now? 15. So why you people you are not responding? No, it seems we don't realize. Do we understand? Do we understand what we did last week? Let's start from there. Hello.
Hi.
Why are we doing? I'm just talking like a parrot. See, what's the issue now? We were in class last week, so we should know this formula. We did this calculation function last week. What's the issue?
Please just proceed. I don't think there's any issue.
I have to think because you're not responding. It's as if like you just open your system now, then you log, like you connect to the class and just leave your phone and you went to do something else because you are the only one responding now. So I will just assume that a lot of us just connected to the class and we are not in the class. Yes, I would assume that a lot of us connected to the class for connecting to. We are presenting solution. Okay, so we have the year. We are fitting for a particular year, which is 2018. That's why we have to indicate the year. Past order date. The other date is located under the past table. So once we've done that, we close our bracket, then indicate the particular year. a particular year. So we say, okay, this is it. Calculate the sum of facts table and this. Have I closed the bracket for this here?
No.
Okay, so we close the bracket for this one. Okay, thank you. So we indicate the year, which is what, 20, when the year is equal to 2018. Then we close our bracket. I think that is the bracket. So let's check. Calculate the sum of fact sales and the year. Okay, so we've done that. We are not going to see the results because we need to use our card. So carry our card, then drag 2018 total sales there. So for 2018, why is 2018 having 10M and the total sales also 10M? Let's check. Let's check for total sales. So the total sales is sum of sales. Let's check for the average price. Okay. So I think it's the same. It's because I feel that, okay, I selected 2018 for that one also. Let's check it again. Calculate the sum of this. This one is closer again. So it's 3M. I've corrected it now. Okay. So 2018 total sales now is 3 million. So find, calculate the total sales for the year 2018 is 3 years. I'm sorry, 3 million. Okay, so let's do for quantity order, the total quantity order. So you create a new measure. So you name it as 2018 total. So it will be equal to what? So what will be the formula here also? Hello?
What are we calculating now in 2018?
2018 quantity order, the total quantity order is 2018.
Okay, you said the sum of.
It's the sum, but we are fixing for a particular year. So we use calculate. So we use calculate the sum of what? Quantity. So you can write quantity there. You see part quantity order. So calculate the sum of the quantity ordered, close your bracket, comma, for a particular year. Then you type in year, then the date, which is the order date. Then you click this in, you close the bracket again, then indicate 2018. So use a card again to view the output 2018 total quantity order. So that is what 33 says. The whole quality order for the 3 years is 96 days. This is the first one we did last week. Total quality order for the particular year, sorry, for the whole year rather, 96 days. But for 2018 now is 33 days. Okay. So if you don't want it to show here, you can remove it. If I don't want it to show here, since I've gotten the answer, let it be under the measure. This is not the particular question you want to work on. But if you want to view the results, you use your card and select the question. Okay? So let's now solve the question again. So the question now says the average was average sales per order. So that is 2018 average sales per order. So which is equal to, now there is no point solving using long steps again, since we've gotten total quantity for 2018 and the total sales for 2018. Do you understand? So what we just do is divide. Use the divide function. So divide was total sales, which is 2018 total sales. So divide what? You divide total sales. If you write total sales, you see 2018 total sales. So you select it, click on it. Okay, so divide 2018 total sales. Since you've done this, then you put comma. If you check your formula, you see that divide numerator. After the numerator, you put comma. Then denominator, you put comma. Now the alternative result. Now, I did be you want percentage. If you want a percentage, you put the alternative there. Okay, like take for instance, if you want to do what's it called though, the sum of sales and the year, and to give you a particular percentage, then use the alternate result. But that's not what we want to do. We just want to get the 2018 average sales per order. So this is the average sales. So the total sales, then we check the what? Quantity, total. So this is total quantity order. This is 2018 total quantity order. Is it ordered? Is ordered correct order? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so let's close our bracket and press enter. So that's how we do it. We want to use the divide function. So I think we've not done the 2018 total sales that we did earlier. We now have to put the formula. The formula we use to get the total sales for 2018. You put it there, then put comma, you put the formula again. Do you understand? So enter. So to get the result, use card, the card visual. Then 2018 was average sales per order. So this is it. 2018 average sales per order is what 101.69. All right. So we are done with the question. Are we done with the question? Yes. So the next thing I want us to do before we start creating our visual is I want us to, let me bring all this together. I want us to include our map with it to each other. So this is our map. Everything you're looking for is always in the visualization tool. I think in Excel now you just go to search, then you see the visual. But in Power BI, it's wide open. It's there. So now we want to use the map. We have the tree map, we have the map, and we have the seed map, the area visual map. So this is what we are using, the map itself. So this is the map, but we've not got anything there. So let's see. So the map, you know, in what's it called? Excel, I said for your map, you select a country or region or state or city. So since we have a country here, country is located under the fact table. You can select the country. So it's writing CDC. Okay, this is the new Power BI. So let's go back. Because of this, we have to uncheck there is something about map. And how do you do that? You go to file. So everybody in last week class too, we have to uncheck some things in the Power BI, in our Power BI so that we can have a very good output. So you go to your settings, you go to the settings, then your global, we have the global, we have the current file. What we did last week was under the data load that we unchecked the time intelligence, if you could remember. Then we were doing our date table. Then we also came back to the current file. Then we unchecked the time intelligence. Okay, but for today, because of the map, what we're going to uncheck now is under the global because it's region. It's under the global. Then we select security. You see, the map and the cube map visual. You see, it's supposed to be checked, but it's unchecked. So it's not selected. It's not selected. So I'm going to select it as well. Okay. So map and cube map visual, they are supposed to be open that we can have access to. So now that we selected this, we now have access to it. Then we click on OK. So we can go back to our map. So your map, then select your country. I'm still doing this because initially I'm supposed to have done that before now. So it's until you refresh your Power BI before you can see. So to those that are yet to do what I did now, just go to the file, then select the map and use map visual so that it can work. Okay, so next we have how many minutes left? Okay, so this is for our what's it called? Our visuals. All these things here in the repository will be used for our visual. Okay, so let's create a new page and rename it as what dashboard. So we rename this as dashboard. Any questions?
No more.
Others, any questions? You see, they are not in class. So I'm taking just one person. Hey, Joanna. Hello.
Maybe they are trying to assimilate.
No, they are not. They are not in class. Obviously,
Hello,
none
ma.
of them. One person that is in class. Okay, Mrs. Miriam is in class. Just two people. Who others are not in class? They are just
We are in class, ma.
not two. They are not in class. It's just two people that are in class today.
We are
And
in class, so
it's only two people that are in class. So
We are in class trying to assimilate.
I've not heard your voice. Too. Miss Rose too. I've not heard her voice today at all. Miss Blessing, Mr. James, Mr. Bishop Priest. None of you. None
I
of
answered some of your question. No,
I everybody's voice. Yes, you know us. I know your voice. Any question before we move to dashboard? You see, you are not responding again. We are done for today. I will not tell dashboard. Go and learn dashboard. So the project, the
20
project,
question that will take you to the beginning.
the capstone project. Hello everyone. For the capstone project, we are using Power BI. Yes, I want us to use Power BI. Don't use Excel. Use Power BI for the capstone project, and you must all do it. And for me, on Wednesday, then you present on Thursday. We are done with today's class. Thank you. Bye.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
All right, please. Thank you very much for the session. I wanted to know the assignment you sent, the US data.
Yes, sir.
I discovered it has a lot. It has a lot of tabs. Are those tabs all representing one data, or we are only supposed to pick one particular data from those numerous tabs?
Did you open it with Power BI? Power BI or
Yes,
Excel?
I did.
With Power BI.
I opened it. Yes.
Okay, so that is what is about Power BI. Once you use Power BI for a large data set, it's going to split it. But even if there's we just split at once. So you didn't want to select everything one after the other, then transform it.
Yes. Okay, it's all right.
Okay, Miss Blessing. Miss Blessing, no.
Sorry, I think it was when I raised up my hand before. I need to go back to last week's class because I honestly did not follow today at all. I was very lost.
No, no, I see. Okay, we see them.
Please, I want to beg you, continue with the dashboard teaching. Finish this class. I am begging you, ma, so that we know that you have done all righteousness. Thank you.
Please, Biko, let's do the dashboard, please.
I was just joking, actually. I can't do that. We need to do the dashboard. It's not difficult. No. Everybody knows how to create dashboard. Okay. So let's do our dashboard. Hey, God Almighty. Hey, you said you're a CEO or an engineer. Yeah, I don't even understand anything of Power BI. It's because you've not been in class now. If you have always been in class, like I'm very sure this Power BI is kind of tricky and I don't know what else to say, but if you followed and you did not miss any class and you have questions from the beginning of the class, that was why I did not teach us data cleaning. The only data cleaning I taught us in Power BI is just how to create, to add a new columns. Very good, sir. You see, it's it's obvious that you have always been in class. Okay, so that is that. And I told us that anytime you want to work on Power BI, the best thing is to clean your data in your Excel workbook. Clean the data in the Excel workbook. Then you can now import it in your Power BI. That's the best thing. Power BI is mainly used for visualization actually. Date table, and other things. All right. So, Mr. Emmanuel,
All right. I just wanted to you to clear me more light. Does it mean you cannot clean your data with Power BI?
Yes, you can. You can clean data with Power BI.
All right.
You can clean data with Power BI. But it's not like Excel that you say, in Excel, you want to place a particular, please hold on. In Excel, you just say, replace, the column number. You can use lookup, very good. You can use lookup function to clean your data in Excel. The lookup function is not just for lookup sake. The index, sorry, the match rather. If you could remember the match, that we use the match to know the number of columns where the particular what is it called? The particular question we want to solve is located. So Excel has a lot of tools, a lot of functions that you can use to clean the data. Excel is basically used for cleaning data and it's very good for data cleaning. Unlike Power BI, that you have to be doing it one after the other. Okay? So my best advice is whenever you want to clean your data, nobody is going to check the process. What they need is your dashboard. Okay? Okay, Missy there.
Okay, ma, concerning that, if your file is CSV, can you still work with it in Excel?
Definitely.
Okay, then that's Power Query. When you have special characters mixed with text and number, how do you clean that? I think it's one of the reasons my file got corrupted.
Special character mixed. No, that's postal code now. The one I sent to you because it's postal code.
That auto save. There were some columns that had some characters, text, and number mixed together in a column. So I was trying to clean it and I didn't get the process right. And trying to move out of it corrupted that that's why I can't edit my file again in that Power Query.
You would have extracted.
Yeah, and the data set we be working on, I mean the auto sales data set. The column that has special character and text with numbers is not dirty. We did not clean it. It's only postal code. I think it's postal code identity number, or I can't really remember. Let's go back to our Power BI. Let's go to the Power Query. Please hold on. So we didn't clean it, we just left it like that. It's not about, okay, I think I've finished now. Okay, like this one now, the product code, it says code, so there is no point cleaning it. We didn't clean it. The product code is S10_1678. It's a code. So we didn't clean it. I said in Power BI, you want to clean your data. And whenever you reported your data, the first thing you check is the distribution, the quality. You will see if it's 100% valid. Fine. If the column is 100% valid, you don't need to clean. That means you don't have any error, you don't have any empty you understand? So the product code we are trying to clean is 100% valid. So there was no point cleaning it again. Do you understand? So it's not dirty. It's what's it called? It's not dirty. It's a column on its own. This is the product code column. It's a code to know the what's it called? The particular auto, the car, maybe the motorcycle and other ones. That's about that. Okay, Miss Ruth.
Good evening, ma'am. Please, my network has been awesome this evening. I want to ask, are we done with the class?
Are we?
No,
No.
I mean I don't with everything because I can't see your screen and I don't know what's happening. Just kind of blur.
Oh, sorry about that. You're not done with the class. I'm just, I was actually explaining something, so I had to. I was saying my entire thing before. Then, okay. So let's do our dashboard now. We are good to go. The dashboard should not take us more than 15 minutes because we have Google here, Google Math. Okay, so can you all see my screen now? Can we all see my screen?
Yes, boss.
Yes.
I hear your voice now. That is sweet voice. Okay. Now we created a new page, which is the dashboard. So our dashboard is going to be on a new page, and it is always in the report view. So had it been we did not do anything here now, we will have created our dashboard here. So I prefer creating a new page, then use that page for our dashboard. Okay. So what do? We start a shape as usual. Let's insert just rectangle. Let's reduce the size. So in the same way we did in Excel now, these people have Google now. So you can design your what's it called? Any how you want it to be. So this is the shape. It should be too wide rather. Then um so to edit, you go to format shape. You can see the shape here, rectangle, the rounded corners. If you want it to be round, you can increase it. Yes, can you see now? It's now round. We have a rounded rectangle now. So that is just that. There the rotation. I'm not working on the rotation. Just go to the format, how you can format your page, every of your visuals, the properties, if you want the height, this is the height now. The height is 91, the width is 977, and so on and so forth. So always practice your Power BI, your Excel tools, your data analysis tools. So we want the background, you on it, then you can tell it to why. This is the background actually, and so on and so forth. So let's continue. So we made this as well also. So for Power BI, if you created a shape, you have to insert like a text for what do you want to put? Yeah. So let's see if we can type inside of it. Now, so we insert the text box. Hold on, please. The text box I inserted, where is it? I want to see the text box. Come on, come on. Okay, let me drag this off onto. Okay, I want to start. Can I just delete it? Let me just delete it. Okay, so we want to start now. So let's use the text box. Use the text box. So in the text box, you can see all these translate codes. So we want to name this as auto fill Autofill was data set. Autofill dashboard, not data set again. It's no longer a data set. It's now dashboard. It's 28 nothing. Let's make it go. So the autofill dashboard. Then let's increase the font size in 8. Let's use 30. 2. Okay. So this is it. We have the autofill dashboard. Let's see. So drag it. All right. So okay. Autofill dashboard. All right. So we have done. What color should we use? Is the black color okay?
Use the green as background.
The green as
black. Then the black should stand. Then align it in the middle.
The thing is, I want to put a slicer here. That's why That's what
Okay.
Yes, I want to put a slicer here. Okay. So let's edit the background. Maybe it's not paper to that you can edit the background. So this is how it's going to be. So we can only use shape. If you use a shape, you can edit the background. But this is the text box. You understand? So let's see if where's our insert tab. So let's insert the script. And let's just do it like this. Okay. So we have the auto sales dashboard. Now our KPIs now. Let's use paper KPIs. How many KPIs do you have? How many KPIs did you create? Hello, how many KPIs did you create?
Four.
Now let's go back to our page and see 4.
Okay. So we created 4. So let's duplicate this into 4. Or let's try and then we should use it as green. Or this one, is it okay as green?
It's okay.
Okay. So what do we do? We use go back here. Then we can, let's see if we can copy. I want us to use the, let's see if then I'll do something else that is much better. So we drag it inside. Thank you. Alright, so thank you, Wanda. So this is it. The first step here. If you select, I mean, you're not going to see it. Okay, select all the actions. So, but when you go out of it, you see, so let's just say, should we use say for it, or we should just leave it like that? Let's not use it. Let's try and okay. So this is our card. So we can edit our card. So this is so this is the total quantity ordered. So to do that, this is our visual color. The color is black. Then we can go, trying to look for, okay, let's go down a little bit. Okay, so the text lab, the source facing, and the light. This is not where we are going. I want us to do the background. Okay, the effect. So you go to general, you go to the general part on the visualization. Then you click on properties, you see the properties. You don't need that. You can do that. You can see the pattern and the light. So the title, you can on and rename it. We already have total quantity of that. So you can learn more on how to create that one. So I'm just going to put something in this now. Okay, so Cassandra has a lot of ways in creating that code because it's mainly used for visualization. It's very good for visualization and tablet too. Okay, so the background now is what we want to change. So we can send the background to do now instead of creating a shape. In Excel we create shape, but in Power BI now we don't really need to create shape. Just change the background. Since you already have your chart, which is the card chart. So in this view file, okay, let's use this and change the text color. And change the text color to, so it's still part of the effect. So when we go down, see the visual border, let's work on that too. The visual border, we want to change the black, let's see white. If there's anything with that. Okay. Then the rounded corner, let's just do one or two. Okay, the card on one shadow, the data format, the header icon, the two keys. So these two keys have once you on it, because you can edit something, you have to on it first. Then you do all the things you want to do. The text now. So we are in the text. So the label color was black, then we can use it as white. The value color, let's see everything as white. The blue text as white. When we are done, the CE, the different system or not. So you're working on the general, this is the general background, not the particular system. The background is too wide. So it's for the whole, this general is for the whole um, dashboard. It is for the not a particular system now. So let's go back to our visual. So the color, very good. So now the visual now is change the color, the value to white. Then if you come down, the label. In fact, we have the name, the value, and the label. So you can check for the label under the category label. Then change the color to white. You can change to white. I think white is good better. Okay. So I said I'm not as good as color. So you can do yours anyhow you want to. So we are getting there, right? So we've done one. So we move to the next one, which is the average price. Copy it. Then let's see if this can be duplicated. I have not duplicated this before because it is that. Sorry, it's not a it's not a thing, it's a task rather. Okay, so this is it. The average price is 101.10. Then we can edit this also. We go to this part, then from visual, we change the color to this is for the label. We want it to be white. Although when we are done, we see 2. So we said for this one, for this particular one, we want it to be this color that we used earlier. Okay, so you don't look this one. So let's look for the. I'm just please just follow as I'm bringing it because of our time. Let's go back to this page. I want to check the page because it's rounded. So I want to see where we put the. This is 7. So the border is 7 px. Okay, so we use 7 px for everything. Let's check for the least. The least is what? Let's check the property. So it must be the same. Everything must be the same. So let's go back. The properties of that particular 150 and 280, 150 by 288. So everything must be the same, and the border is 78. So that is what we need for other KPIs. Okay, this is 150. We need to be 288. So we increase it, or let's just type it 288. So that's how you work on your visual. Then the what's it called? Oh, So the padding is the same. I'm trying to check the padding to see everything is the same. It's the border. So the border is 7 and 1. 7 and 1. So you make that for this one too. 7 and 1. Visa border. The visa border of this one is 4. So we need to on it. Then we make it 7. And so it is 7 and 1. So that is that about that. So we continue with that. The next KPI is total sales. Click on it, then copy it. I want the KPI to be like this. Yeah. So you can arrange your KPI anyhow. For the Excel validate was arranged horizontally. So I want the KPIs to be arranged vertically now. Okay. So I think I'm going to reduce the size because I want it to occupy the space. So let's reduce the size. Okay, the height, we can do this to 100. Let's see, we reduce the width to 250. 250, then the height to be 120. Okay, I think the 120 is okay. So 120 by 250. 120 by 250. Good. So this one also will not be 120, 120, and 250. Very good. Then this other one can still here. So it will also give 120, 120 by what? 250. Okay. So that is that. Let's continue. Go to the So the effect, the color is white. You change it to the you go to the border of a particular visa, the new visa is always on. So you need to only if you want border actually. So it should be 7. So you change it to 7. Then you can change the text. If you see all these ones now, just go through it yourself and do the other one. Okay, so you are not done yet. We are done with the color value. No, we've not done the color value for this particular one. So the color value will be white, the value, then the category label will be white also. So it's white. So we have 3 KPIs. So the last one is number of customers from the field. Number of customers. Let's see if we can use this of a unity. Okay. So 150 by what? 150 by 2. So 120 by 250. So that is the eyes and the V. So the eyes and the in general. What are the So 150, sorry, 120 rather. 120 by 250. Okay. So let's put it here. Now to edit, this is for Max Visual. This is the whole visual. Then this one that looks like the stuff like the color is for Max Visual. Then we change the value first here to be white. Thereafter, the category label, the color to be right also. We can change the font, change the font if you don't want it to be in this format. Anyhow, you want it to be in Italy, if you want it to be underlined anyhow, you can do it, you're good to go. Okay, so for the properties now, we're gonna work with this by just enjoying 120 by 250, 120 by 250. Okay, so that is that for the property. Then for the effect, you change the background to blue. You change the background to blue. Then from there, the visual border, you can close it once you're done. Not that you on, I'm not talking about this on this close. Then the visual border you on it to be active. Then you change the rounded corners to be 7. Any number, because I used 7 for the first one. That's why I'm using 7 for the other one. Okay, so that is that about that. So it's created we now have 4 KPIs now, which is the total quantity orders, the average price, the total sales, and the number of customers. Are we good to go? Are we all there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ma'am.
Yes.
Mr. is not also in class. Meeting. Okay, so let's continue. If we are good to go, we can over. So, oh my God, hold on a few seconds. Okay, so we have the KPIs here already. So let's continue. Let's go back to the page 1. So we have average sales, we have number of orders, we have this, and we have 5 other questions. So the average sales now, what should we use? What part should we use? Everybody, this is where I want us to focus. For the average sales, what should we use? Oh yeah, speak up, Nigeria.
You said what?
I said for the average sales, for the other questions, which part, like which visualization tool should we use? We have a pie chart, we have other ones. So what should we use?
Yeah, let's use pie chart, please. Line chart is for trend now.
Line chart is for trend. So okay, let's try this one first. Line chart, let's copy, put it here. Review the size. Okay. So it's taking that one. The next one is B. You can put this under then reduce the size. So once anybody sees this thing, person will go that
Can you
way.
turn it in a rectangular form?
No, this is the shape.
All right.
This is the shape. USA, Spain. It's saying the highest. The question is highest. The country that has the highest sales. So this is the shape. I think we use, you can use this, you can change this anywhere you want it. But this is how the thing is. If you want it to be like this, you can put it there. That's column task. You can leave it as column task. You can leave it this way. Anyhow you want it. So you said we should leave it this way, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this
Yes.
is better.
Expand it.
This is better. Thank you, sir. All right, so we've done. Let's review the size so that everything will be done fast. All right, so we have this now. We have the sales by month name. We have the sum of sales by country. Also, so the next one now we have three. We have three more to go. Number of orders. So let's use donut pass. Let's see. Donut pass. We use donut pass. Let's see how it will be. So for the donut pass now, you are going to go to measure. Hello everyone. You know this is what you want to put there. So this number of orders or any of these three. And these three are under the measure. This measure. So this particular one, number of orders in 2020. So let's put it there. So for this one, it is the donut start. We put number of orders in 2020 and we see how it's gonna look like. Number of orders in 2020. Okay, this is what's it called? It's just a particular question. Number of orders in 2020. It's just one. Number of orders in 2020. So let's use 2018 average sales. Let's use the donut. Let's try the donut. The main thing is you have to know that sales trend is line chart and this one is column chart. So the remaining ones you can use it for anything. You can use any column. What's it called? You can use any visualization chart, anything for it. Okay, so you are not using this again. You want to change this to 2018 average sales per order. So if we say we should use five chart, 2018 average sales per order. This is not working. So you keep looking for, okay, let's say I use bad pass then. Let's see the area chart. But everything we see have to 2018 average sales. Let's just use the card like that. Oh God. Also, 2018 total sales per order. Then let's go to here. Sales per order. I think we have a product now, like product. Okay, let's do that. Do not start. Sales per order. Let's continue. So we come here, sales per order. That means we are going to drag 2018 average sales. There is 2018 average order. Is this average sales and I grabbed two of the same kind. Okay, this one is average sales per order, which is total. We are looking for total sales order. Total sales, okay, total sales, and this one. So this is total quantity ordered by sales. No, you want total sales by order. Total sales by the order. Very good. The total sales by order. But we are looking for what? The average. So you click on it, then you go to, or I want to click on it. Okay, this is how it's supposed to be, but once it is the average of this day. So let's try and work and work and work. Okay, we can change it from the feature actually. We can change it to average. Let's just leave it as hard like that. Okay, let's leave our hard for this one. Let's say average one. Now, let's do start for this one. Then as we continue, we are going to use the other one. The costing to 120. No, this one will be on the picture, so we can look at this one. So we just want to effect the background to be blue or other color. Oh no, it's just like blue. Okay. No. Okay. It's very cool. Please suggest what color should I use for this one?
Let's use the dark blue now, light blue.
This? Is this okay? Light blue. The light blue.
Yeah. No, it's fair now.
Oh no. It's too color.
Right, it's too bright.
Right, that's right. Let's use the I think it's better.
It's okay.
Okay. So let's continue. For let's go back to the video. Then we can use table. We have multiple row cards. We have in this visual now, this KPI, you can put the four KPI inside the multiple row cards. You can put the four KPI inside the multiple row cards. Okay, so we have this one, KPI, we have slicer. Very good. Thank God I remember now. So this slicer now, I want us to have two sliders. Two sliders. So we're going to use the other day as the first slicer. Then I'm going to use the product as the second slicer. So this is slicer, and I've selected the slicer. So you are going to use the word other days, and the other days is located under the location, sorry, under the fact table, other days. Very good. So we have from 2018 to 2020. So that is the first month, which is January. We start from the 6th day of the first month in 2018, which is the 31st of May 2020. So once you, I don't like this kind of, we have other sliders. We have other ones that we can use. Just go to and good is just to this one, bottom slicer and middle slicer. But I don't want it to be like this. I want the other bit to be. So see this slicer now. This slicer, if you want to correct, like you want a particular, should we make it more? I don't want it to be around that. I don't want it to be in this big stomach. Let's use here. It has to be other bit. Okay. So let's just remove it. So we use this. We use the base table then. Since this one has this. So let's use for here. Yes. This is the better. So you can use one, you can use here, but here is CSA. Okay, so let's go to the place. So it is from 2018 to 2020. So if you click on 2018, you click on 2020. So this is 2019. I believe you can also see the reflection. 2019 now, we have this. For 2018, now everything has changed. Number of customers is now 2747. So for earlier, 2019, for 2019, is now 2282 8M79. So for 2018, it's going to change. Can you see it now? So you select one, which is 2018, it is 33. 2018, the average price is 101.79. So if you select 2019, it's going to increase. Go to 2020, it's going to change. You understand now? So let's see this aside. Then use COHORT. Okay. So we have this. Let's see maybe something like that. How it is. Let's not be able to see the difference. But I think this one is much better. Let's remove this. You can use either of these two. So let's use this instead. So can you see now? So for this bottom slicer now, you can edit it. I want us to use this bottom slicer because I want to show one edge. So this one is blank. Everything is blank. So let's just try and exclude it. So we just have 3, 2018, 2019, 2020. So this particular slide at the bottom slide that works for everything. So in 2020, so you know why this is blank? Because it's just for 2020. For 2018, we selected 2020. So in 2019, this is your sales growth. In 2018, this is it. So you want to clear, you select it and select where is it? Okay, so this is it. So we have everything back now. So this is a particular video now. So we want to edit it. So we go back to slider section. So how do we edit this? Now, I want it to be that once I over, there's something called overing. That once you click on a particular layer, the other one is displaying a particular color. It's part of Power BI dynamic. So which one did I say? This is what I'm selecting. Okay. So slider setting now we have single select. That is the single select is on. If the office is not going to the single select now is off. Can you see the difference now? Everything the single select was not off. Everything is on. Once you select on one, the other one, and you select on the other one, it's just that particular one that is going to show the color. But now that you selected one, you selected another one, it's going to show all the colors. But once you off it, once you turn it off, and you select this, and you go to the next year, it's going to change. Everything is not going to be black again. Do you understand? So that is one thing about the single select. So let's leave it there as a single select. Okay, so that is that for that part. So I want to change the shape. It's in a rectangle. So I want it to be rounded rectangle. I like a rectangle actually. So can we see now? It has changed. The 2018 is now in the year is now in a rounded shape. So that is that. You can customize your style anyhow you want to. So I'm not doing that. So the layout, the grid, the card. So let's work on the card. Let's work on the card. You can select it as table. You see now everything is getting together as table, and I don't want to. So if it says as card, it's going to be like this. But let's go back to our shape. I said I want it to be round. Okay. So the layout, the grid, and other ones, overflow, and the like. So there's a particular one I'm going to. Let's go to the color value. So we can change the color. Let's use this particular blue or the first blue we started with this one. Okay. Then we can increase the size. Let's see if we can increase it to 15 to 5. Okay. Let's do 20. Let's do 20. Okay. 20 is better. All right. So you can make it bold. So it goes, this thing is bold and I'm not going to do. So let's increase it to 16. Okay, this is better. All right, so we have this. Now we are not done with what I want to do. The horizontal alignment. Just go through it. As I gave us a group work that you can do. So you go through everything. Please, if you can create a group for a group chat for your group, you can do that. Okay? So let's not forget all those things. we've done the, so if you want to put images, you can put your image there and other ones. Just go to it and work on it very well. So the buttons now. So we are in the buttons now. There's something about the border, the fill, the shadow, the glow. Now the fill is what I want to work on now. The fill is white, then it will be white. Let's leave it. The accent bar. So the accent bar is something that is very good. If you want it to have, you can see now, I selected the I own the accent bar. This thing is selected like in line. If I off it, it's not going to change again. So if I on it, it's going to show. If you want it to be at the left, it's going to be at the left. If you want it to be at the right, it's going to be at the right. If you want it to be at the bottom, it's going to be at the bottom. You can use it for everything. It's not limited to slides only. All these things, you see that it's still under the. So if you want it to be at the top, to be at the top, you want it to be at the left, to be at the left, let's be at the left, and change the color. Let's see if I can change it to easy to be fast. Okay, this is better. So that is that about that. We are done with the accent bar. The glow, you want it to glow, you can see now. If I off it, the glow is no more glowing. So if I on it, it's glowing. So let's make it glow. The color is there. The color is okay. So let's just leave it that way. If you want shadow, you on it. Shadow. So that is that about that. So let's continue with the fill. You can make it blue. I don't like it. So that is that about that. Just trying to figure out how to go without them. So that is that about slider. All right. So let's continue. Let's use thumbnail. This is a thumbnail now. You can use it for multiple. I want us to use this pie chart for something. I want us to use this pie chart that we have on pie chart. So the legend to be here. This is another date or more. Let's do more. More. Then for this question that is solved here, that's what I'm trying to do. Average what? Average sales, monthly. Average sales per order. Number of orders in 2020, you can use that. Okay. Let me go back to you. 2018 average sales. Apply that one. Number of orders in 2020. So we have left number of orders in 2020 and the last one. Oh, my sister is saying this. Okay, so we are not done yet. So for the value now, let me go back and see what we are working on. Okay. The year, we are choosing the year, not the month now. Number of orders. We are choosing the year. Number of orders in 2020. Then quantity orders is order 50 orders. Let's do that. Let's see. I think we have total quantity order. Yes. So we now filter it. So total quantity orders. This is this. So this is for 2020. The filter is particular to this. So we filter the particular year, and how do we do that? We go back to our game. We chose the particular year from the date table. So we right click, then we click on what? Add to filter. Don't forget. Then visual level filters. Then what do we do? Basic filtering. Then we select what 2018. So for 2018 is just one. This is for 2018. 2018, okay. 2018. So this is for 2018. So it will be like that. But if you select for the whole year, you select the whole year, it will be like that. So let's go for the whole year, then select for a particular year. So that once we are open, since we are open on it, it will reflect. So 2018 is this, 2020 is this. Good. All right. So the last one, but not the least, is what? Number of orders. So we can use number of orders. What do we use for that? The preceding one. Let's just go north. Then we select number of orders. So this is number of orders. In what year? You have to be specific. The 2020. This is that. So this is it. We are done with our visual. Let's reduce the size. Rearrange it. So you can see Power BI now compared to Excel. Power BI is beautiful if you can edit it well, and if you can be very simple to do. Power BI dashboard is very beautiful. But this is just in what's it called? Like the basis of visualization in Power BI. So we have this now. So this is, I said I want us to have two, okay. I said I want us to have two, what's it called? Two sliders, one for year and the other one for product. So let me try and do this, so that. Okay, let me drag this place to this part. So another slider now for photo. Another slider for photo. That is under let's photo. View size. View size. So it's a photo slide that I want to say that has multiplied. Very good. So this is what I want. Alright. So we can reduce the size. Then drag it to this other one. So you can edit it because of our time. I'm not going to edit it because of our time. You understand? So we have our dashboard, everything. Why is it blank?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
All right. I just want to suggest, can we collapse these filters and expand our canvas so that there will be space for you to put it?
Can we what?
Can we just collapse these our filters, then expand the canvas so that we can repeat it there?
Okay. Let's do. I think in this card now you can do that, but this is filter. Oh, let's check. Okay. So it can only be one. It's not like what's it called? Like Excel that you can food to, it's just one food that can be there. Do you understand? It's just one food that can be here. So you can edit it, and please let's do this at the end of probably tomorrow. Please, our presentation starts tomorrow. Before we leave this class, let's try and group ourselves, or I will group us. Don't worry, I will send the group. I will send I'll send it to the group on WhatsApp. Then you know the group that we all belong to. Please, so don't forget to our presentation starts tomorrow, and it's based on our ID number. So from number 1 to probably 10, it's presented tomorrow, probably 10. Tomorrow is our presentation, please. All right, so we are done with data analysis to the glory of God. So if you click on classic cars, you'll see the made no field is blank. If you click on motorcycle, this is what they have. If you click on planes, this is, they have nothing, they don't make anything. If you click on seat, plants, train, this, and so on. I think there are many of them. It is just fine. Okay, so this is Power BI dashboard. So if you are able to do your map, you can put the map here. Please don't forget, anytime your data set has location, always include your map there. You can see our dashboard now. So we are good to go. If you are with the attendance link, kindly. Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, your question.
All right. Thank you very much for today's session. I wanted to ask, as we are interacting with the visuals now, is it as a result of that queries we made during the time we're trying to transform our data?
Sorry, sir, I don't get it.
It's okay. As we are interacting with the visuals now, right?
Okay.
Is it as a result of those queries we merged during the initial stage of transformation of data?
No. It's because of the slider. I brought out slider.
So what is the main function of the merge queries?
The merge query is, because once you're done, you can see now the model view. Once you come to the model view, you need to see the connection between them. It's not, these ones now, you are still going to submit. Like if you are working for an organization now, you have to tender this again to see the connection between the query. Do you understand? So that is why we did that. So your measure 2 will be here. So instead of you submitting this table view and the others, the only thing you present is the model view, which is this, and your dashboard. You understand now, sir? So we did this because this is the only thing that, sorry, this is part of the thing you have to tender when you're working for an organization. You understand now? So they are going to see the correlation. Hello, sir.
Yes,
All right. So this is our dashboard. It's beautiful, simple, and classic. All right. So kindly fill the attendance if you have it been sent. Any questions? Are we calling today? So please. Yes, it's the Excel project you worked on before, yes. The one you worked on before that was submitted to Mr. King Shady. I don't know his full name, but it's Kinkui, so I don't really know his full name. So the one you submitted to Kinkui then is the one we are going to present tomorrow, starting from tomorrow. All right. So thank you all. See you guys tomorrow by 4 p.m. Bye. Okay. I want to do something. Oh, let's. Hey, Mr. Sunday, you're not paying any attendance. You just came in. No, 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 no. You're not asking for attendance. Because I saw where he's going. Just join the class now. Okay, let me save my work. Please don't forget to save your work. And then I
Ma, we not done with the class.